Now approaching the stage, stage left, Taylor Bird. Now entering stage right, Josh Lucero. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. Live from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, we present the 2020 presidential debate. This is the first of 17 debates that the candidates will face off regarding policy issues, shoe size, and hair length. We now send it down to our moderators, Timmy Tuna and Ollie Oxford.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ollie Oxford. This is my co-moderator, Timmy Tuna.
Candidates, you may make your opening statements, and we will start with Mr. Taylor Bird.
Good evening. My name is Taylor. I stand on one thing for this campaign. My living room rug at home gets filthy with all of the mucus and the poop and the just utter outrage that comes out of my opponent here's mouth. Good to see you, by the way. I hope the family's well. But as American Grecians, we don't stand for it. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you. Josh, please give us your opening regards.
Thank you, my fellow Americans. All 40 million of you watching at home. Thank you to our moderators who are going to be keeping this debate under control as much as our opponent will allow it, I say our opponent because America is on my side and we are against the adversary. Now, I'm going to just let my statement be from what ensues in the debate, and I'll just say you're welcome, America.
Thank you for your opening statements. Let's get into this. The first question of tonight comes from a South African child. This question is important, and I think we can agree the American people would really like to know a serious answer. We'll start with you, Mr. Taylor. Green or yellow, and why is the Arctic melting?
Well, the obvious answer is yellow. We know from numerous studies and scientific facts that yellow is better for your jello. If you have green poop, you have to call the doctor. Yellow poop indicates nice, healthy diarrhea. And you lobbied against yellow for so many years. That cost the taxpayers billions. Now, as far as why is the Arctic melting, well, it's very simple. And I only know this because he invited me over for dinner once. He literally emits magma, rock, lava, temperature stool. Want to talk about why the Arctic is melting? Well, by golly, when that stool gets pushed through our sewer pipes and into the ozone layer, the Arctic suffers. The polar bears want answers, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bird. Josh, do you have any thoughts?
The answer is obviously green. Green is the color of life. It is the color of the grass of the field. Look on your iPhone. What color is it when your battery's charged full? Green. What color is it on your iPhone when you have to put it in low power mode? Yellow. That just signifies
environmentally friendly.
yellow shows that death is coming. Green, case closed, not even a discussion. Now, why is the Arctic melting? Raise your hand if you've ever been to Antarctica or the North Pole. You can put that hand down. Put that hand down. Let me tell you, when I go down there, I'm just going to let you in on something. Those penguins, they're staging a rebellion. Penguins upon penguins upon penguins. Staging a rebellion. They were starting fires. They were trying to melt the ice themselves. They know it's going to freak all the humans out. It's going to raise the water level. That's what they want us to think. They want us to come down there and put an end to it just so that way they can sink us into the ocean. And then the penguins are going to take over the world. He is on the penguin's side. I am for America and this world.
Okay, I just hope that we're catching all the lies in our lie catcher. It's online. If you go to Taylor.
Lie catcher, huh? That was creative.
That's correct. That's
lie
what it's
catcher.
called. It's a lie. I'm sorry.
Now we move to our next question. Given the power, under what circumstances would you choose to nuke your opponent's cul-de-sac? Josh, we will start with you on this one.
A note on cul-de-sacs. Cul-de-sac I'm just going to leave that there. I fundamentally, philosophically disagree with cul-de-sacs. I believe that they are funnels to dead ends. The scum of all of the Earth's waste end up in cul-de-sacs. If you look at a river, a healthy river has an inflow and an outflow. Why is it called the Dead Sea? It's called the Dead Sea because nothing flows out of it. It's a cul-de-sac of the Earth's water. So basically, people who live in a cul-de-sac are absolute garbage. My opponent here, he lives in a cul-de-sac. So that's cul-de-sacs. Now, the circumstance that I would choose to nuke my opponent's cul-de-sac, next time he parks in front of my mailbox, he's gone. You say that's a little harsh. Let me give you another example, okay? Next time that he walks out to get the newspaper on his driveway, first of all, who orders newspapers anymore? Second of all, in his robe, while I have my children getting ready for the bus stop and they're standing there looking at him walking down his driveway with his chicken leg coming out to get the newspaper, sorry, it's over. Actually, you know what? I'm not sorry.
Did he just say that? That's not.
Yeah.
He's running for president. Mr. Bird, please respond.
Wow. We don't even live near each other, by the way. But if he
Would
is
never
slightly-
live next to
That's
you.
exactly right. To be quite honest, I'm in shock. I don't feel safe. I'm surprised the police are not up here arresting him right now. He should be in an insane asylum. What you've just heard is that if this man is in any way perturbed or put off by the way that I check my mail.
You don't even know what perturbed means.
Shut your mouth. But if he is not happy with that, he's going to send a nuke on my house and kill millions and millions of people? Are you hearing what he said? Frankly, I don't even understand what this question means. How would you decipher whether to nuke your opponent's cul-de-sac? And what was with the rant on cul-de-sacs? Forget the fact that he doesn't like cul-de-sacs. He's gonna kill you.
Do we have all evening?
Let's move on, shall we?
Do we have option C?
For president?
Who's the write-in?
Thank you for your responses. Due to time constraints, however, we're going to have to get into our lightning round, where we answer questions very quickly.
This question hits home to a lot of Americans. Does America need beans?
Yes.
Care to elaborate?
No.
Very well.
Which American holiday would you remove, and why? We'll start with you, Josh.
Oh, it's definitely Columbus Day. Why do you think that it's Columbus Day? Because no one cares about history. I don't care about history. 1492 sailed the ocean blue. Like, what does it matter? Past history has no effect on our present day lives, so it doesn't matter anyway. So I say banish Columbus Day or Indigenous People Day. However you view it in your political scope, yeah, however you want to see it, banish it. Get rid of it.
That was a good bathroom break. Do you need to go?
No, I have male diapers. Very convenient.
Well, what we've learned tonight about my opponent is he is a raging lunatic psychopath. He has AIDS, and he's a racist because he cares none about the indigenous peoples of this land. The obvious answer to this question is President's Day. This is the most disgraceful holiday of American history because every single president has been awful. They have all been extremely selfish. They golf all the time. They get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And not one of them has done anything to improve the lives of the American people. Now, as president, I can assure you that I will not follow in their footsteps. I will be better. I will be the class president from elementary school. Ice cream sundaes, no more homework, recess all day, a 3-day school week. We're going to make America fun. We're going to make America lively, and we're going to make America a country that your grandma from Russia would like to come visit.
Are we done?
But again, as your president, I will abolish President's Day because it's absolutely ridiculous.
Thank you, Mr. Bird. Next question in our lightning round. Complete the phrase. Roses are red, violets are blue. ... Finish the statement. Josh.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I ate my dog's cat food once, and I didn't like it.
I think it's very clear. I think we have all come to an agreement. Should we just vote now as the American people? Kidding
How
me?
dare you rob the
Are
American
you kidding me?
citizens of the due process and their right to
Oh, well,
vote?
there'll be due process. I can promise you that.
Evil, inconsiderate fiend.
Get to the polls, please. Roses are red. Violets are blue. I shouldn't have started Gardner Minshew.
I see a man attuned to his fantasy football lineup.
Mr. Bird, I am going to have to ask you this. I think we all knew that this was going to come up. There have been speculations and some odd tweets that were sent out from different accounts linking you. What is your opinion on this controversial number 5?
I figured that question was coming at some point tonight. You know, I'm going to be straightforward and honestly blunt. The number 5, it is, at its core, evil and sexist and racist and misogynistic and ableist and extremist. Now, a high five. When you go to give somebody a high five, you're essentially assaulting that human being. Why not 4? Why not a 4 bump? Why not a fist bump, which really only has to do with 4 of your fingers?
Then why don't
5
you cut
is
off one of your
uneven.
toes
You know
and your
what?
fingers
Let
on
me
each side?
finish.
Cut off a finger and a toe. That way you only have 4 on each one. It'll make you a little happier.
A thumb is not a finger. It is an appendage.
It's a digit.
You're a digit. Also, Nazis love 5. That's their favorite number. My opponent is a Nazi.
What are you going to do with the pentagon? Are you going to make it a hexagon?
Now I have a specific question for you, Mr. Lucero. Rumors and reports have been circulating all over social media, all over the World Wide Web, that there is a specific letter of the alphabet that you claim to be a lie. Can you please enlighten us on which letter is a lie?
Okay, America, here it is. You've seen it all over Facebook, all over Instagram. You've seen it on CNN, Fox, everywhere. The letter Q is a lie.
Oh my gosh.
In the English language. Tell me why the letter U has to hold Q's hand to be used in a sentence.
How does that make
Q.
it a lie?
Think of the word for
It is what it is.
the way that the capital the capital Q literally has a hand. Help me, you. The lowercase has got a little help me. It's even shaped like a U because it's like, I can't do it without the letter U. How pathetic. Abolish it. What important word is spelled with the letter Q? The word Q doesn't even involve the letter Q.
Can you explain to the corporation Q-Tip? Can you explain why you want to put hundreds of thousands of people out of business? You want to demolish the Q, which is a staple of that brand.
Okay, well then I'll just expose the truth on this conspiracy. The letter Q has invested in Q-Tip to keep itself alive.
Bull! Absolute, that is
Q-
absolute
a
right.
Q-tip
Denounce it now.
Is a Q-tip, does it look anything like the letter Q? What letter is it more shaped like? Maybe a lowercase L or an I?
L-tip? L-tip? I-tip? That's what you want to call the brand.
They could have called it a cotton swab. Q-tip is only branded that way because the letter Q, as a spoiled kid who grew up as a trust fund kid, invested in the brand Q-tip, rebranded it as its own in order to keep itself afloat and to survive.
Tell that to the Queen of England. Or what is she, the Ween of England now? Kings and Weens?
I think it's time that we just put this to rest. We abolish the letter Q, and we move on with our evenings. Thank you.
Wow, very intriguing. Now, before we go home, we would like to give each of the candidates an opportunity to speak to the American people directly one last time. We will begin our closing statements. Now, Taylor, go ahead and please make your closing statement, and for the love of all that is good, please make it short.
Yes, thank you so much. I want to again thank everyone for being here tonight and for hosting. I want to thank my idiotic opponent for coming and being a part of this and showing the American people who he truly is inside. Weed whackers and leaf blowers even golf balls, steering wheels, drivers, X-Wings, Chipotle, ExxonMobil, Verizon, lithium-ion batteries, 1, 2. Grandma, Grandpa, the water heater, the lights hanging above your mom. That's all it takes. That's all we need. I hope you're with me this November. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, Josh, just go. Get it over with. Go.
I would just like to leave America, everybody watching, and my opponent, if he's willing to listen, with 3 simple truths. Number 1, gasoline smells good. Number 2, it is very important that you pour your milk into the bowl before the cereal and then you eat it.
No, I can talk.
And number 3, just know that if Bieber and Selena Gomez had put a ring on it and had children, the world would be a better place. Thank you. Good night.
What?
Thank you for joining us for tonight's presidential debate between Josh Lucero and Taylor Bird. Do you care to give any thoughts on how you feel like the debate went before we let our audience get to the rest of their evenings and their lives?
You know, I have a lot of thoughts. I would rather not say them because I will get fired permanently from this job. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I feel like I need to find a new planet, okay? Gosh! You're kidding me!
Again, from Fox and N, thank you again for joining us, and we hope you have a fantastic evening.
He's gonna kill millions of people, American citizens, by dropping a nuclear bomb on my... Dang it! I'm just picturing this scenario. Freaking nuclear. He's gonna kill millions of people. I can't get through that. That's so ridiculous. If he is put off in any way by the way that I go about...
Go about what?
It's a digit.
You're a digit.
Roses are red. Violets are blue. I ate my dog's cat food once, and I didn't like it.